Hey guys, Peter Julius here, and in this video I'm gonna be talking about me coming out as gay. Yes, I'm gay, if you didn't know that already. I have some clients from time to time and they're having difficulties coming out to the friends and family. So I'm always telling my story, but I thought it might be a good idea to share it with a little bit wider audience. So this is my goal for this video here. And if you stay tuned to the end of the video, I'm also going to be showing you what I looked like as drag when I was a baby Spice. So let's start from the beginning. That would be around the mid-90s when I was 17 years old. I started to realize at the age of like 14, 15 that I possibly could be gay, because I was starting to look a bit more at the male models in the magazines we got back in the days, you know, all of those for discount and especially underwear. And I started to realize that was a little bit strange or odd. I grew up on the countryside in Denmark, and we had like 2 TV channels, and I had a black and white TV with an antenna in my room just to kind of like set the whole settings. So being exposed to the gay people was not something that was talked about or even heard about in the village I grew up in Denmark. So when I was 17, I moved to Copenhagen, where I started working in a 5-star hotel. And I started to realize, oh my God, there's other people like me, men who likes men, women who likes women. And it was all very new and exciting. I was like, oh my God, I'm not the only gay in the village anymore. Like the British comedy show. And for me, it was kind of like of a release. You know, I was feeling, oh, people out there is like me, and I felt so good about it, even though I was super scared to go into my first gay club, which was called Pan. P-A-N in Copenhagen. I'm not sure if it still exists, but I was, even some weekends I would have drink a little bit of wine from home and then just like circling back and forth and too scared to walk in. And then one time I actually walked in and I thought, oh my God, so many gay people there, men kissing men, women kissing women. I was like, oh my God, I was so shocked, and I was also happy to see that I was not so super strange after all. Got some gay friends. A friend of mine, he actually got out of the closet a few months before me, and his parents did not accept it, because, you know, back in the mid-90s, late 90s, that was not something you were talked about. You did not really see it on TV, and what you did see on TV or in the newspapers, that was drag queens, men dressed up as women. And what's that all about? That's a little bit crazy. Nowadays I live here in Torremolinos, very close to Malaga in Spain, and I see a drag queen on a daily basis, and it's becoming more and more normal. Thank God for that. So my friend's story was, yeah, they thought he was mentally ill. They want to admit him to a hospital. He needs to see a psychiatrist. He needs to be on vacation. He needs to be locked up, basically. And I was like, oh my God, I hope that my parents are not going to be the same way. I just had the feeling, the need that I had to tell my parents. So we had planned a trip, my mom, Mama Julius and me, and we were going to Egypt on a round trip for 2 weeks. And my plan was to tell her on the way back in the plane that I was gay, because 1, she could not make a scene in the plane, and 2, we can walk separate ways in the airport, and 3, we will have good last memories together. So that was my whole plan. And guess what? Knowing Mama Julius, didn't go as planned. She asked me on the first night in Cairo, she was like, I have to ask you something. And you know, you get that feeling of something like, I know what that is. Almost thinking, I'm a mind reader now. That's amazing. She was like, are you gay? And I was like, yes, I am gay. But it took me a few seconds to answer, because I was like, this is 2 weeks too early. I'm not ready for that, and it's just gonna be so much more difficult for me in the future. So I admitted, and she was like, should we see if room service have some whiskey, maybe a bottle we could get up to the room? None of us normally drink whiskey, but we did on that night, and we had a really good conversation. And she was like, you know what, you're my son, it doesn't matter who you love. And she was like, so have you got a boyfriend at the moment? Because I would like to have a son-in-law. I'm like, nope, I don't. And then slowly, the rest of the family found out. Some people were more accepting than other people. And I'm now in my late 40s. And I would say today, I don't really care if people like that I'm gay or not. And I'm being open about it, because I'm like, why not? Why shouldn't you just be open about who you are and who you love? Because it doesn't matter who you have sex with, who you kiss. You know, it's not like I'm publishing all over the internet, because, you know, I don't have OnlyFans account and I'm never gonna get it. So don't even get any funny ideas there. So yeah, just if you feel like you are gay or you have that tendency, do you think it's a phase? Is it something more permanent? Definitely give me a call and we can have a chat about it. Or maybe we can even together put up like some sort of strategy how you can, you know, give your family, your friends, your colleagues the news of you being gay. The only thing I can say is like, everybody I met has just been open-minded, like, yeah, okay, whatever. It's like saying, okay, I have a cat and you have a dog, okay, whatever. I mean, it doesn't really matter anymore, because we are 2024 and being gay, straight, transgender, drag queen, whatever, all of those different type of sexualities you can be these days, which confuses me a bit, being born in the 70s. We didn't have all of that fun and games. So yeah, being gay is actually okay. And like I promised in the beginning of the video, I did one drag show one time, and that was actually something my mom asked me when I came up. I was like, are you dressing up as gay in the weekends? No, I'm not. But when I was working on a cruise ship back in the late 1998, I believe it was, yes, we crossed the Atlantic Ocean from Africa and over to America, and we were super duper bored. So the crew members, the professional dancers on board, and some of the girls working in the spa thought that brilliant idea that I should be dressed up as Baby Spice from the Spice Girls, because they were super hit back then. So I actually found some really old photos. I don't know if my camera can focus. Yeah, it's me in the pink feather boa. So pretty. And of course I did a costume change. That's me in the purple pink dress there. And so yeah, I have done drag shows and I have been dressed up as a woman before. I did not have high heels on. Let's just say it was more fun than anything. It's not something I would plan to do again in the near future, but if I could make someone laugh and make myself laugh at the same time, why not? So yeah, that's the end of this video. If there's anything I can help you with relates to, you know, if you're facing homophobia, if you're facing, you know, difficulties being gay in the work, family, amongst your friends, you know, contact me, because there's a solution for every problem. I believe that, and there's ways to come around it, and also the way we are communicating with each other and the way we are acting around certain people. So I hope you found this video just a little bit nice and useful and all of that. And if you like more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. All right, have a great day. Ciao for now.